Install this and open to verify you have full root, and boom shakalaka. Hi guys, Max from Android.com, where we get on Android every day. Oreo update has been out for the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. Let's go ahead and root it. Let's go do this, baby. Before we begin, once you root, you're not going to be able to use Samsung Pay. Alright, before I begin, rooting involves basically wiping off your data, which can erase everything. So I do recommend rooting your phone before you install any apps, right when you get your phone. This root method is for those of you on the latest Android 8.0 Oreo. Alright? If you're not on Oreo, just wait till you're on Oreo, because I know my previous root method, I don't know, several of you guys were having some troubles. But make sure it says Android 8.0.0. Make sure you're on 8.0.0. Do not try this unless you're on 8.0.0. Also, this root method is only for those of you with an Exynos Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus. Your model number should be listed there. An about phone, mine is an SM-G950F. The D stands for dual SIM. This will work on all the Exynos models, also all the Korean models. If you have the S8 Plus, you'll have SM-G955F or FD, or the Korean models. Just check my website for all of the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus models supported by this root method. But if you have a US model or any Snapdragon model, it's not gonna work, so don't even try it. You know, if you feel bad, just go cry in the closet for 5 minutes. And if you're on T-Mobile or AT&T, you can always go ahead and sell your phone and grab the international version. I've actually picked up better signals with the international model on my T-Mobile. I'm also AT&T, pretty much the same frequency. So the only reason I would go with the US model is if you absolutely don't need root. But I've started buying everything with Exynos. So first thing you're gonna do is go into settings, about phone, and go to software information, and go ahead and hit the build number here about a bunch of times until it says developer mode has been turned on. I've already turned it on, so it says I've already turned it on. Hit the back button twice, and if you go scroll down, you'll see a menu for developer options. Click on that, tap on that, sorry, and you should see OEM unlock option. Make sure you turn it on. Now with Oreo, Samsung has put a 7-day delay, which means you may not see it if you've had your phone less than 7 days. So if you don't see this option, just come back in about 7 days and you will see it, and then you can go ahead and continue this tutorial. If you don't want to wait 7 days, you can also flash Nougat firmware and root it that way, and then reinstall the Oreo. But I'm not going to go through that because I know a lot of you are beginners and I don't want you guys to mess up. So just wait 7 days patiently and come back, and make sure this is on before you do this tutorial. If you don't see it, again, come back in 7 days, about 7 days. All right, just check it every day. All right, once you see that, make sure it's on, then you're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and put it into download mode. Turn off the power. All right, once powered off, we're gonna go ahead and hold down volume down, this one, Bixby, and the power together. But we're gonna go ahead and hold down volume down first, and then the Bixby, and then the power. Just like that, 3 buttons. And when you see the warning screen like this, go ahead and let go of all the buttons. Hit the volume up key. Alright, and you're gonna go ahead and connect it to your computer via USB cable. And you will need a Windows computer, or if you're using Mac or Linux, you can go ahead and use like a VMware. But I do recommend grabbing a Windows computer if you can. Maybe you go borrow one for your friend. You can buy an old netbook running Windows for like under 100 bucks. It's great to have if you're ever gonna always root and install custom ROMs. Okay, let's go to our computer next. All right, you're gonna need to download a bunch of files. It is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 files. All right, this is the Magisk file that actually roots your phone. Odin program. Download this. Also, RMM state bypass is very important. If you don't use this, you will end up in a boot loop. Also, you'll need Samsung USB driver. Also, you need Samsung anti-removal to remove all those annoying security messages. And also, you need twerp recovery. For this, you can go ahead and go to twerp.me and go to devices, Go ahead and type your device, Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus, the Exynos. All right, go ahead and download the top one or the bottom one. Now, there is a way to, you can also root Snapdragon, and this is actually only the Chinese models, certain Chinese models with unlocked bootloader. If you have that, you can actually use the same method. Just go ahead and download the twerp for these. But do not try this on US models because they have locked bootloaders and you're not going to be able to go past like step 3 or 4. I'm using an S8, so I'm going to press here, but if you're using S8 Plus, obviously press here. Alright, click here, and if you go to the download links, go ahead and go to primary America or Europe, wherever it's closer to you, and go ahead and download the latest img.tar. So I've downloaded 3.2.1.0. Alright, you'll see that file right here. So that's 6 files: twerp, anti-removable, Samsung USB, state bypass, and Odin and Magisk. Now, do not unzip any of these files except for Odin. Go ahead and double click and extract all files, and you'll get a folder called Odin3v313. All right, and go ahead and double click on the Odin exe program. All right, this will give you a Odin program. If you've installed drivers before, rooted before, you should see a blue highlighted box. If you don't see this, go ahead and double click on the Samsung USB driver.exe program. Install the Samsung USB drivers. This is different from keys. Once it's installed, go ahead and unplug the USB to your phone, plug it back in. You will see this highlighted COM box. All right, next up, we're gonna go into AP and go to download, and we're gonna go twerp here, hit open. All right, and this step is very important because if you don't do it right, you'll have to wait another 7 days to do it. So as soon as the screen goes off, you're gonna hold down like this, in this order: volume up, center home, and power. Immediately like that. Practice before you do it. Volume up, center home, and power. And you're gonna hold it for about 5 seconds. Ready? So when screen goes off, you're gonna go volume up, center home, and power. All right, so I'm gonna hit start. Watch me do it. All right, as screen goes off, volume up, Bixby, and power. All right, hold it for a few seconds. Let go of the power button. If you see the twerp, you're good to go. If you got in here, great job. If you didn't do this right, you're gonna have to wait 7 days. All right. Here we're gonna go ahead and just do keep only. All right, and we're gonna go to wipe. We're gonna go to format data, and this will erase everything on your phone. All right, like I told you, it will erase everything. If you don't want to erase everything, you can go ahead and just reboot right now and make a backup. But this is gonna erase everything on your phone. All right, just first time you root it, it's gonna happen. Say yes. This will erase everything on your phone. Next, hit the home key, go to reboot, and hit recovery, and do not install. All right, do it in exactly that order. All right, otherwise you will lose ability to flash custom route. Now, if any time during this you mess up or something, you can go ahead and unroot. That method is over on my site, galaxysa8root.com. So there's always to recover your phone. All right, you just have to unroot it. You're never stuck. All right. Next, what you're gonna do again? You're gonna do keep read only, and go back to your computer. And it should have connected your phone as a disk drive. Go back to your download folder. We're gonna go ahead and copy over RMM state bypass, Magisk, and also Samsung anti-removal tool. Go ahead and right click copy, go to your Galaxy S8 and paste it anywhere here. All right, if for some reason your phone doesn't connect, you can also use a micro SD card. You can go ahead and grab it. All right, you don't need your USB cable anymore. You can go ahead and just, use the micro SD card there. Or what I like to do is, your phone came with the OTG cable adapter. You can also use any kind of flash drive and load it on there and put it in there also. All right, you'll see the option here. You can select storage, change storage to micro SD or USB OTG. All right. Next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to install, and you're gonna go ahead and choose RMM State Bypass Mesa. This will allow you to keep your OEM on lock. All right, and also this will allow you to boot your phone. If you don't do this, you'll end up in a nasty boot loop. Alright, and you'll have to reflash stock firmware, wait 7 days, and try it again. On my Note 8, it took me like 3 months or 4 months to make a tutorial, so now I know how to do it every time. Just took me 4 months to learn it. Alright, don't be like me. Alright, go ahead and confirm to flash. Alright, this will remove the RMMM state, also allow you to keep your torque recovery. Hit the back button. You're going to go ahead and click on Magisk. This will give you full root on the Oreo. Alright, Magisk. You can also probably, by the time you see this tutorial, there may be newer versions. You can also use the latest version, alright, if you see that. Go ahead and go back to install. And lastly, not least, install Samsung anti-removal tool. This will remove all the security errors, not errors, annoying messages. Because if you don't install it, Samsung will keep saying, oh, your phone's like rooted. It's really annoying and it'll show up there, but this will get rid of it. That's pretty much it. Reboot your system now. Hit do not install. And boom shakalaka. You have fully rooted your Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus, and you should be good to go. You guys also can make a backup once you have done this. The greatest thing about rooting is that you can go ahead and back up your whole ROM. Alright, everything in your phone, you can go ahead and back it up. Alright, it won't back up your contents of your storage, but it will back up everything, like all the apps, all the app settings, your whole software. That's called backing up the ROM. Sort of like, what do you call it in Windows or Mac? I have no idea, but you can go ahead and use an OTG cable. Again, use a fast flash drive. I recommend the SanDisk USB 3.0. It's really fast on here. I'll put some links on the description if you guys are interested, but I use this all the time to back up all my ROMs. That way, if I'm installing a couple different ROMs and I want to try a new ROM, I don't have to start over. I can go ahead and save my state. It just basically freezes whatever apps you had, along with app data, all of that. All right, and then you can go ahead and store it in here. And let's say you don't like the new ROM, I'll get rid of the new ROM and restore my ROM and go back to my old ROM. Or you can do it with stock ROM also. All right, maybe you want to go to custom ROM. You set up your thing, and you can back up your stock ROM here. Go to custom ROM. You don't like it, you can come back to the stock ROM. All right, so that's a great way. Also, once you root, look into Titanium Backup app. If you don't know what that is, that will allow you to back up all of your apps along with app data. That way, let's say you're level 100 Angry Birds, and you'll be able to restore it with a new ROM without restoring the whole new ROM. So this is great to have. Use a flash drive, or you can use an SD card also. It's the same thing. I just like it here, so I have SD card and the internal storage for something else. And sometimes I break my phone or something, then I can load ROMs here onto from my computer and flash it on there. All right, enough talking, enough doing. We should be here. Go to English, US, or whatever country you're at, and let me just go ahead and sign in here. All right, once signed in, you should have Magisk Manager. Go ahead and run it. All right, if you see installed version, as long as you see that, it's fully rooted, and it will also hide root, so you'll be able to use Google Pay. Obviously, once you root, you can't use Samsung Pay. Okay, you can go ahead and download the free Titanium Backup app. This is the app I was talking about backing up your apps and app data. All right, go ahead and install this and open to verify you have full root, and boom shakalaka. If you see a super request window like this, hit grant, and you have fully rooted your phone. All right, that's pretty much it, folks. Don't forget to thumbs up. Again, make sure to check my site, see if your model is supported. But that's how you can root your Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus on Exynos on latest Android 8. Oreo. I'm actually gonna right now go back to the S9 ROM I was on. I have it saved all on here. So all I gotta do now is I'm gonna go ahead and boot back into twerp and restore my ROM. I'll maybe make a video on that.
Click here to subscribe.